Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room. It is now Tuesday morning, March 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day. I hope it was a lucky one for you. I want to give you guys a shout out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for all the congratulations, messages, texts. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching the replay from yesterday. Yesterday was a tiring day. I'm not going to lie. I was tired from the trip, but I like to be consistent, right? So I like to join you here in the morning with my coffee. And in the afternoon, I had the special pleasure of joining my team members on a live Zoom call because that catalog, the new catalog, went live on a PDF version for demonstrators, okay? So whether or not you went to the event last week, it doesn't matter. If you're a demonstrator, you can now access this. I can only show you the front cover. You can see it, all the inside pages. If you are a demonstrator, you can see it online and start to formulate your wish list. If you're not a demonstrator, it's the perfect time to join. You can then get all of this stuff early, like I do and all of my team does, right? So yesterday we, hi everyone, hi Mary Jo, hi Brenda, hi everyone, hello Kathleen. We joined one another on a Zoom call yesterday at 1 p.m. when the catalog went live. And you know what? We were so excited about it all. We went page per page. We scrolled through it. I love doing this with my team when a PDF catalog goes live so that we can ooh and ah over the catalog and I can hear their comments. You know what? We learn from one another. I always say this. We always learn from one another. They saw things that I didn't see or pick up, and I shared with them things that I learned last week when I was at Onstage and some different tips and tricks that we've learned. So it's all about being with my team and sharing with them. I love them. I always say it. It is the best deal. It's also the best opportunity, right? So Marie says she's joining us from the hospital. Marie, I hope you are well. I think you're having perhaps your routine treatments there. I can't scroll back and see you're signing in from the hospital. Okay, Marie, I hope it all goes well for you today, my friend. Marie was with us on the trip, and Marie had the special pleasure of meeting Sarah and talking to her, and I was just beaming watching her face as she spoke to Sarah. Sarah Douglas is our CEO, and she is such an amazing woman with a heart bigger than anyone I know. She will definitely reach out to people, open her arms, hug people. I saw her standing in line for many, many hours. She was first thing in the morning till way late at night. We were on our way back to our hotel and we saw Sarah hugging people and talking to people. And there was a lineup of people to meet her. And Marie was one of those people that got to meet Sarah and chatted with her. And I know for me, that was a highlight of my trip to see Marie talking to her. I always love to see Sarah. I don't know where that bubble with the thumbs down comes from, guys. This is AI or something. But definitely it deserves a heart. Yes, all the hearts for Sarah Douglas, our CEO. She's amazing. And if you've met her, you know what I mean, right? She is absolutely an amazing lady and we appreciate her and love her so much. So today I'm going to be continuing on with my product of the week. Now, this week I'm playing with the Botanical Textures Suite. It's an entire suite. I love to feature all of the products because they coordinate so perfectly together, right? This suite has an amazing bundle. It's called Textured Notes. I'm just grabbing it here. Textured Notes bundle. It has the stamp set and the dies. You're going to want the dies. These are special rectangle dies. They're not just rectangles. Every single one is different. They have different etching on them and you're going to love them. So that's the bundle. The bundle price is always 10% off. Even when you buy it in the suite, you're going to get that bundle 10% off. And then that would qualify you for my 5-card package in the mail from me in one of my pink envelopes. And you can then make the 5 cards from all of my cards, all of my videos this week. So let's see. I was super excited to swap with the members of Rhonda Wade's training group on the first day, and Rhonda had requested that we all use products from the online exclusives. So that meant that I ended up with quite a few swap cards in my possession. Beautiful swap cards, mind you, and some of them have used the Botanical Textures Suite. So I'm going to share one with you today. And of course, I'll give credit to the artist, the designer, because that's what we do, right? But I was quite intrigued by this one because looking at the new catalog, there are some things that may not be carrying over, and there are lots of things that are carrying over. We have so many products, you guys, and there's more to come. That PPP, which is the product purchase premiere that we can all, if you went to Onstage, you're probably still formulating your order, or perhaps you've already ordered. What have you done? Let me know. It ends tonight at midnight, I believe. 11:59 is the last moment that we can take advantage of that pre-order. So if you went to Onstage, don't miss out on this opportunity and grab those new things. We saw some wonderfully talented demonstrators on stage showing us how to use the new products, and I was just like blown away. Products that I probably would have glanced at and not even thought twice about, they made it so we had to put them in our cart. Anybody else agree? Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. If you were at Onstage and you were wowed by the Onstage presentations and you have to have these in your life. Oh my gosh, so many beautiful things. Okay. So let's flip the camera and we're going to play with some, yeah, I see the thumbs up. Yes, yes, I'm with you. Those presenters were outstanding. They knocked it out of the park, and now we need all of that stuff, right? That's what they do. Okay, so let's get the party started here. Still got my leprechaun on my screen because yesterday was St. Patty's Day, and I think he needs to stay on my screen for the rest of the week because it is St. Patrick's Week. We can call it that, right? We can do that. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Jennifer says you're excited about this morning's announcement. I'm not quite sure which one you're referring to, but there were some, let's see, I'm just reading here. Sorry, I out suddenly yesterday at catalog preview, had a call come in. Oh, that's okay, TJ. No worries. We understand. It was a long call because it was actually very exciting, right? And I learned things on yesterday's Zoom call as well as you guys. So this is part of being a team, right? You did your PPP, so excited about the new products, even ordered Sweet Anne, a bundle was included in it. Okay, yes, I'm sure that you can get someone to take that off your hands if you have an extra bundle, Marie, because these are all hot products, right? People are going to want these things. Nancy, hi, Michelin. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Nicole. It was great meeting you as well at Onstage. I love that many of you came up to me and introduced yourselves. I love that we could see our name tags, so I could instantly put a face to the name of many of you that join me here every day of the week. I appreciate that so much. It was lovely to meet you all. Okay, here we go. We're going to, hi, Margaret. Saw me at Onstage. Yelled your name while you were on the stairs with your team. Aw, thank you so much. And then we started singing the anthem. Yes, that was an electrifying moment. Very, very emotional moment. I think most of us turned to one another after that song, after we sang our anthem, and said we wanted to cry. It was very emotional, impactful, like striking. I came home and told my husband about it, and he was like, wow, that's pretty special. It was absolutely special. All right. I know I'm just going to be reeling all week about and talking about that amazing experience we had together. And everybody is home safe and sound from our team, so I'm so excited about that. Heard from everyone last night. Before I went to bed, I wanted to make sure we were all safe with our families, so that's all good. Debbie says she's ordering after my live. Okay. Shannon says, will demonstrators be able to order online items next week as well? Yes, pre-order for the annual catalog will be at the same time. So when you go to do that, make sure you do both, right? I did that. I made that mistake last time we got the new catalog. I think it was in November. I ordered from the new mini and I was so excited. I closed out my order And then my friend messaged me. She's like, oh, did you order from the online exclusives? I'm like, what online exclusives? I missed it. So there's 2 big things launching for us demonstrators next week on the 25th of March. And that's the annual catalog pre-order, as well as another amazing batch of online exclusives. And they even had people demonstrating those online exclusives at OnStage. You're not going to want to miss those. They are out of this world. I know we have lots of products, and that's amazing. You want to have lots of products. We have lots of choices, right? So this is another wonderful part of being a part of this Stampin' Up! Family. We have so much excitement. Okay, let's get started. We have, thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be back. Oh yes, the bag that they gave us. Do I have mine here? I don't even have it. I think it's out in my other room. I'm going to have to get that together tomorrow and show you all that stuff. But for now, let's get started on our second card, my second card of the week, Botanical Textures, and I'm inspired by a swap card that I received at OnStage. So let me share with you this awesome card. The turtles hoodies were hilarious. Yes, Sarah. And, oh, what was his name? His name just went from my head. It'll come to me. We're on stage and they had their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hoodies on. I don't know why his name escapes me, but he's an amazing person with Stampin' Up. Wasn't Chad. Is there? Yeah, Elaine, I did get the recording. I just have to upload it. Yep. I started the recording a few minutes in, so I will post that for my team to watch, and you know, you can listen to the comments as we peruse the catalog. Thank you so much for all your cloud cover is going to be changing, and yeah, it's held off. They announced that at OnStage. The cloud cover, ink pad, spot, the spot, and the re-inker. There's been an issue with quality control, unfortunately. I don't want to start my video with sad news, but you need to know it's not going to be available right away. We had this issue a few years ago with Purple Posy. But you know what, they're going to try. They're going back and they're going to try with the formulation of the color and make sure that it works. They have such high standards, right, for quality, and they're not going to send us something that is below par. So we got to appreciate this company and the values and the integrity that they have. So we won't get cloud cover, but we will have cloud cover cardstock blends. The ribbon, we still will be able to play with color cloud cover, but it's not taking on the color that they want. I think they were saying that instead of it being a blue shade, it's going to gray. You know, you can kind of appreciate if you look at that color, you can see how it could probably go either way. So they're going to work on it. They're not giving up on it. They haven't given up on it, but they'll keep us in the loop. It wasn't Todd. Oh, now it's going to drive me crazy. Logan, thank you, Angelique. Logan Sutherland. That's who was on the stage with Sarah Douglas for the totally awesome presentation. That was amazing. Good morning, Maggie. Thank you for being here with your coffee. Big hugs back to you. Alrighty, I'm going to put my coffee down so we don't have an accident here. And let's get started with card number 2 using Botanical's Textures Suite. Yeah. Says it goes a bit gray. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Karen. Good morning to you. Hope you're well rested. Another wonderful lady from my team. Let's see. Jennifer says, I'm happy they are waiting to release it until it's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. My team and I were having a conversation about that. Like, what a nightmare would it be for them to send out thousands and thousands of those ink pads, re-inkers, and then having to replace them all. Can you imagine the huge expense and time that would be wasted doing that? So it's better for them to make it right and then put it out to us. I'm happy to wait. We have lots of things to play with in the meantime, right? I'm not going to hold my breath and cry over the delay, but I wanted to let you know. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. Flipping the camera. Bear with me. Okay, so we are playing with Botanical's Textures Suite. The bundle is a part of this suite. Let's just raise up a little bit here. Okay, so we have the suite here. There's the item code 165563. In Canada, it's $138.50. You will get all of the products that I showed on the video yesterday. So you're definitely going to love all of those. It includes 2 packs of 12 by 12 paper, the bundle, the ribbon, the embossing fold. There's the ribbon. I have it here. The embellishments, the neutrals embellishments, and we're going to play with the embossing folder that I couldn't find yesterday. Remember, it ran away on me. No, it was just hiding from me. This is the folder. It is called a mini corrugated 3D folder. Love, love, love the texture that comes out of this one. We're going to play with that today. And of course, I think the star of the show of this entire suite is the Textured Notes dies, a set of 8 dies. Check it out. We're going to be playing with these all week because they are outstanding and they deserve the spotlight. Okay, Textured Notes dies, the rectangle dies, are paired with the stamp set. So if you want both at 10% off, use this code 165556 and you'll be able to get both at 10% off price. Okay, so we're going to make a card today. We're going to play with basic black, one of my favorite colors. Pairs with the bright colors so nicely. We have 8.5 by 5.5 scored in the middle at 4 1/4. Let's bring in the bone folder and give it a burnish. Okay, card base. All right, we're going to bring in this designer series paper. I love this pattern. I'm going to leave it black and white today, but you can color this. You can use your finger daubers, sponge daubers. You can use blending brushes. You could use dyes. Blends, markers, you could use watercolor pencils, you get the gist, right? You can use a blender pen dipped into an ink pad to add color. You could even use this side here, which is a really like a smoky, gorgeous background. I'm going to use this one here with the greenery that's not green, the black and white greenery, and we're going to put that down onto the left side of the card. Okay, so let's get my glue flowing here. Here we go. Again, a little goes a long way with our Tombow glue, so you don't need to put tons of glue. We're going to put this along the left edge of the card. I'm going to leave just about a 1/8 or 1/16 border of black right at the spine. All right, so there we go. We've got our edge on there. This is a simple card, but it really packs a punch with all the layers. Okay, so we'll put that off to the side. The next thing we need is a piece of basic black cardstock that measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to emboss this using the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. Okay, so let's bring in the folder, and of course there's a line on the bottom. It's a 6 by 6 folder, and we've got this line down here where the Stampin' Up! Logo is. So I want to take this piece of cardstock, I'm going to pop it into my folder, line it up with the line, and then we're going to close the folder. And we're going to do our embossing, okay? So here we go. We're going to bring in the machine, my big one. Now, you have to use the big guy for this one because this is a 6 by 6 folder. So you need the big one to be able to enjoy this folder. Always, always, always put the spine in first. You want the spine to hit the wheel so that the pressure will come out the open end of your folder and your folder won't crack. Okay, so we're going to lay that right down on platform number 1. And then when you buy the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you're going to get this gray, dark gray plate number 4. Okay, so we've got plate number 1. Let's flip that around so you can see. I like to line up my numbers so that I know that I'm doing this right. So we have plate number 1, our embossing folder with the spine going in, still lined up with the line here, and then our plate number 4. So we're lining up the 1 and the 4. See that? And then make it all flat and straight, and then we'll roll it through. If you ever start to do this and you're feeling like you really have to give it a lot of muscle, back it out. Don't do any extra pressure on your machine because it's probably an indication that perhaps you don't have the right layering. Maybe you've got your plate number 2 on here or your 3. So to always back it out before you force it, okay? So you don't want to wreck anything. Wow, check this out. Look at the corrugated. I love, love, love this folder. Okay, and of course you can buy these products separate if you want to. I feel like it's easier to just put in one item code and get everything that you need to play with the entire suite and have a really fun, successful experience. Okay, so we've got this folder. You guys are liking this one? Hello, everyone. Yes, thanks for the hearts, you guys. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to do something that goes against the grain for me, and we're going to put it on an angle. Okay, so we're going to angle it this way to the left a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead. Before I put that down, I'm actually going to bring in some of the ribbon, and we're going to wrap some. We're going to use all the products in the suite today. So I've got a piece of ribbon here, and I'm going to wrap it around this piece. Okay, so to do that, you can wrap it around and then come to the front and tie a bow, but I want to conserve the beautiful ribbon, so I'm going to use a piece that just goes around the back. I'm going to use my friend Christine's Terror Tape sandwich. We're going to put that here, put a piece here and here. We're going to burnish. Don't burnish too hard because you don't want to flatten out your corrugated folder, but you do want to make sure that you can release it so that you can expose the glue. So just be gentle. There we go. And then we'll get the other one like that. Okay, so I'm going to attach my ribbon there, and we're going to wrap around the front like that, and then touch onto that adhesive on the back, and we're going to snip. There we go. So we're snipping that. Now we're going to use a little bit more tear and tape so that we are going to sandwich this. This is the tear and tape sandwich part. We're going to put another piece on the top so that we won't have any of that beautiful wiggle ribbon wiggling out. We don't want any releasing of the ribbon. It has to stay put. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to like that, right? If your ribbon starts to come out, it's really hard to get that back in there. Okay, so there we've got our ribbon secured. We're going to bring in the liquid glue, and we're going to put a healthy amount of liquid glue on the edges. You can even do an X or a zigzag in the middle. This is colored cardstock, and it's thick, and you're not going to overdo it with this one. Well, I guess you can overdo it, but we're not. We're going to put this on the front of the card on an angle. Look at that. Okay, then what I've done already is I've gone ahead with the textured notes dies, and I pulled in this one right here with the little, the edging is like cross, like little lines and cross. So that's the one I'm using. I already cut it out of basic white cardstock here, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping on this one. We're going to bring in that big twig from the stamp set, this one right here, and we're going to use Memento ink for this one. Hello, Sophia. Hello, hello. Thank you all for joining us. So good to see you here. Okay, so now we're just going to ink it up. Now, this is quite a big stamp, so I'm going to ink my stamp from the top. So I'm just taking my Memento, and then I can peek and see if I'm getting the entire image. Looks like I've got it there. And we're going to stamp one coming down from the top like that. Press, press, press. Boom. And then let me put this die back before I lose it, because we don't need that. And then I'm going to grab the ink pad again, ink it up one more time. And we're going to stamp this one coming up from the bottom, like so. You don't need to be particular about it, because I'm going to put something in the middle. It's going to cover it up. Okay, but that's pretty cool. I like how that turned out. Alrighty, so now we're going to just grab a wipe here. I forgot to rinse my chamois cloth, but normally I would grab my chamois cloth and clean up my Glass Mat Studio. We're just grabbing a wipe here. Okay. So this is going to go onto the card on the other angle. So my corrugated paper is going towards the left. This one's going to go towards the right. And I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals so we can keep that depth of the card here. But before I do, I'm going to bring in some scrap paper, and I have a punch that I want to highlight. It's called the Bow Punch. Now, if you don't have this one, I think you should grab it, because I could not find it in the new catalog, so I think this one might be retiring. It may go to online exclusives. I'm not quite sure yet, but when I find out, I will let you know. So let's see. When you punch this one, you're going to get two of these little bows. I'm going to miss this punch. I hope it's returning, but it's not in the catalog. And I was trying to call Stampin' Up! This morning, but I couldn't get through to see. So I would say best bet is that the bow punch is probably retiring. Grab it, you will not regret it. And it has been around for a while. So grab this one. I think it coordinates beautifully with this textured notes stamp set and die set. So we're going to put these on to the white piece like this. And then we need, our greeting is going to go right here in the middle. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but these dies, oh my gosh, you guys, go get them. If you don't have these circle dies, they are from Spotlight on Nature. This bundle is $163,585, $72. Grab this bundle. You will not regret it. And the bundle is 10% off, and you will get all of these, a set of 12 amazing circle dies. And what I'm using on my card today is this one right here. I've already cut it out. There you can see the little petals around the edges, and that one is this one right here. I've gone ahead and cut that out to save time. So I will be including one of those in your card kits this week. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to stamp the words, thanks, thank you. We're going to make this a thank you card. And we're going to bring in memento. We're keeping with the monochromatic black and white. And I know many of you have commented and sent me messages that you love black and white. This card is for you. Oh my goodness. So we'll stamp the thank you on the circle. There you go. Love it. Now this is going to go on the middle like this. So we've got those two black sprigs coming out. Oh, so pretty. So let's do these first. So we're going to flip these over. And I'm being really good here today. I'm going to put the cover on my memento. I know. Sometimes I get excited and I leave my ink pads open, and that's not cool. And sometimes you guys get like, Rose, your ink pad is exposed. Close it up. Close it up. I appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put one going this way and one going the other way. I'm so happy that I have this bow punch in my collection. It's staying there because I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so this one's going to go, this card is going to have lots of texture, lots of depth and dimension, because I'm popping up the circle as well as the rectangle. Okay, so we're going to put 3 dimensionals on here. And I forget who it was. It was Rose Ward. Rose Ward is a demonstrator from the United States, and she did a demonstration, and she was using her take your pick tool to pick up her dimensionals and then take off the backing like this. And I forgot about that tip. So thank you, Rose, for that reminder during the demonstration. It's such a cool thing. Okay, so now we're going to put this onto the card with dimensionals. So I'm going to grab 4 more. So let's see. Let's see if I can do Rose's trick here. Okay, take the garbage off, the actual backings, and we're going to put 1. Takes a little bit of practice, I think. 2. You get faster as you go, right? And 4. Maybe we'll put 1 in the middle just for good measure. Okay, now I'm going to take the take your pick tool, and we'll come around and we'll get all the backing off like that. There. Now they're all sticky and ready to go onto my card. Love it. Okay, so this is going to go on an angle like this. There we go. So you can see the corrugated, you can see the ribbon, you can see the stitched rectangle, you can see the DSP. Okay, what else do we need? We need a little bit more of the ribbon. You can do a faux bow if you want to. I think that's what I'm going to do today. Actually, I have a little piece right here. So I take my little piece of ribbon, and this ribbon is called 1/4 inch white ribbon. Okay, and it's beautiful. It's very soft, easy to tie bows with. We're going to do a little faux bow. So I'm slipping that piece of ribbon underneath the piece that I've wrapped around the basic black layer. I'm going to simply tie a knot. And you can tie a gentle knot like that. And then you can slide this knot. See, I can slide it over here if I want it to hug this part of my card, or I can slide it back to the middle, or I can slide it all the way to the edge over here. So this is why I love faux bows. You're in complete control of how they sit. It's really, really fun way to do it. And you don't use as much ribbon, right? You can just use a little piece and then you can snip your ends. My piece was actually quite long, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so now there's the front of the card. We can bring in our neutral, they're called neutral matte dots. Now we've got lots to choose from. We have white, black, vanilla, and pecan pie. So let's see. I think I want to use some of the white ones. So let's grab a big one. We'll put that down here where it's going to stand out, and then we'll grab a couple of smaller ones and put them right on the corrugated part of the card like that. Oh, so fun. Now you can bring in your Wink of Stella. You can Stella up this card to make it even more fun. Look at this. I'm going to Stella the bow punch, the greenery part, make that sparkle. You can Stella up the designer series paper. You can even come back here where you've stamped your image and go right over the stamped sprigs, and that will actually make them look a little bit darker because it gets in there into the memento ink and blends it out. So fun. So lots and lots of ways to bling up this card. All right, so there we have that. Now for the inside, I'm going to grab my piece of basic white. So we're saying thank you on the front. So let's bring the stamp set in and see what we've got here. You can say, "You're seriously the best. How about a little note of appreciation?" I like that. That one is still here in my set. A little note of appreciation. And we're going to stick to the same black and white color scheme that I've been using on the entire card. And let's get that onto a block. Tap, tap, tap on my memento. We'll stamp that right there. And then I don't like to have it naked on the inside. We got to bring some of that imagery in the inside. So you can put some designer series paper in there, or you can grab your same stamp, ink that up, and you can stamp some imagery from the bottom. I'm going to do this corner. Oh, I rocked it. I didn't rock it. That was not rocking at all. That was, see the edge here? If you have a sharp pair of craft and rubber scissors or any sharp pair of scissors, you can remove this excess rubber. But here's the beauty of not sticking down your piece, right? I always tell you guys, stamp first and stick later. So we're going to flip this over and pretend that didn't happen and try again. Okay, so tap, tap, tap. A little note of appreciation. Then we'll ink this up again, but I'm going to clean this edge off. I rocked it a bit. And by rocking, I don't mean like party rock. I meant rock the stamp set. Okay, so tap, tap, tap. Get it inked up. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to just press straight down and straight up. And there we go. We've got it. See? Did not waste the piece of cardstock. You have two sides to a piece of cardstock, so use it if you make a mistake. All right, so then we're going to just add our little bit of glue, tiny amount of glue on the basic white because you don't want that rippling coming through. Okay, a little note of appreciation. You got a little bit of room here to write, you know, what you're appreciative of. If you wanted to, you could actually take two of these pieces. Let's straighten that up a little bit. And you could put one there, and then you could actually put another one over here, right? Because you get 8 of these out of a sheet of cardstock. So you could write your note over here, and then you could stamp this over here, and, you know, vice versa. So use all the parts of your card, and also your envelope. Don't forget to stamp your envelope. I love the black and white. It's just so elegant. I hope you like this one. I have to give credit. This was a swap card that I received from Dana Mosley from Phoenix, Arizona. And this is the card I received from Dana. Now, Dana used the very vanilla and black gingham ribbon. She also used the sparkle gems on her card, right? And she used 6 of them. She used the gold, black, and the white. I wanted to limit myself to the products that are included in the textured notes stamp set and the Botanical Textures suite. So I limited myself to these products, but of course you can see how you can totally change this up with other products and make it your own, right? So thank you so much, everyone. I'm just going to flip you around and see. I love basic black. It makes colors pop. It's so elegant. You can never go wrong when you pull out your basic black cardstock and pair it with other basic black designs, right? So the Botanical Textures suite includes all this gorgeous black and white paper that you're going to have so much fun making cards with. You can color it or leave it the way it is. This card has left the products the way that they are, just with a little bit of embossing with the mini corrugated folder and a little bit of Wink of Stella, and you can totally make a beautiful card that's sure to brighten someone's day. Alrighty, thanks for the love, you guys. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I hope you'll plan to come back and join me again tomorrow morning for another card featuring the Botanical Textures suite. Botanical Textures suite, which includes the Textured Notes bundle. There's a mouthful. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.